Hello guys, DJParson here, and I'm back with the next game of the International Championship. And you guys already saw the first two matches, so if you take a look at the Grandmasters League right now, I've completed two matches. I won the first, or I lost the first three-player game and won the other one. And then this is going to be the first four-player game. And yeah, I'm going to see you guys in the match. Kofeefa has the first turn. He will go for the Roman Roads. Fizzy goes for Hammurabi. And I can take a look what we have as far as leaders and wonders go. We see Pierre and Marlene and Shakespeare and Bach. We see Hollywood. We see no International Red Cross, just the Man Project. No Bell, no Napoleon. Cook is here, but you know, there's also Oceanliner and Cook, and Isabella and Columbus, so that could be one way to go. Other one could be like Joan of Arc into Bach into Marlene, or Gutenberg into Shakespeare into, yeah, maybe Gutenberg, Shakespeare, Marlene, or Fleming even. Yeah, there's a lot of good combos here. Oceanliner is here as well. Image Castle, St. Pete's, Colosseum, Stonehenge. I probably just want to grab Cleopatra here. She's still very, very good. And I don't know if the Colossus will be worth it. I could also go for the Stonehenge. I probably want to Wonder. If I don't get any of these, there's a slight chance that I could get the Colosseum. But if the Colosseum is still there, Fizzy will probably take it away. So I don't think if that comes out, I have high chance of getting it. So yeah, taking one of these. I mean, in third position, I don't know what Colossus can do. Stonehenge on the other hand. Yeah, let's try it with the Stonehenge here. I don't see the most value out of Colossus at this point. I mean, I could then go for Colony Game, go with Colossus. Maybe Isabella and go for the Suez Canal. I think I'd rather go with this Stonehenge. Also works nicely with Cleopatra. Can, yeah, build one stage each turn or something. Not as good with the Colossus. And then, yeah, that's the first turn. Growth and Alex for Silent, and then Kofeefa, what will he take? Kofeefa takes nothing yet, he builds something, goes for Homer. Okay, Homer for him. Fizzy will elect Hammurabi, grabs Engineering Genius and Urban Growth. And yeah, I'm gonna elect Cleopatra, of course. There's some good early cards, but I can't really take them for 3 this turn. I have to do some things. Namely, I want to increase population. I mean, I probably want to build a lab. And then I'd have to grab Frugality. I could theoretically think about just building 2 stages of the Stonehenge. To not have to spend a civil action on HA yellow cards. But I think the extra lab. I mean, we have a lot of science. We could in general skip the philosophy because we have so much science from the Stonehenge early on. But I think still going for that lab, probably still the right call. And then more Frugality, because Patriotism takes so many civil actions. So yeah, I could then maybe try to go for Code of Laws or the Iron with my early science boost. That's where Stonehenge is really good if you use that science boost on some early good technologies like Code of Laws and Iron or Monarchy, something like that. And they could be still available, maybe even for 1 civil action. No one else takes them. Red will build that lab, grabs rich land. And another early Iron. 2 early Irons. Development of Science, owned by Kofeefa. Will he grab? No, he doesn't grab one of the Irons, we'll grab the Code of Laws instead. And there's Open Borders Agreement by Red. I'm really happy that we are part of that, or that he offers that to us. He's Hammurabi, he's not really dangerous, so of course accept. And I guess it could be, yeah, it could be Iron time. We could get Iron for 1 civil action next turn. That would be pretty great. Fizzy will then go for the Silk Road and takes one of the Iron, but the other one will come down to 1, which is really, really good. I could go for the trade routes here. Let's see, what do I want to do this time? Probably start building on the Stonehenge. Get the free resource from Cleopatra. Go for the Iron. I I have so many resources. I mean, if I get the trade routes for resource, I could just upgrade one iron as well. I'll also get the breakthrough if I want that. If I want the breakthrough, then I can't upgrade the iron. Yeah, I think the trade routes agreement still is pretty good, so I don't know who will accept that from me. Someone with who needs food. I mean, everybody needs food at some point. Maybe someone like Blue. Yeah, I could maybe offer this to Blue. He has a lot of resource lying around, a lot of civil actions, so spend food. So I can use food as resource, he can use resource as food. Let's see. And rejects the pact. Okay, alright. Doesn't want it. Okay, we have maybe another chance next turn. This turn I definitely want to build one stage. I think I want to grab the iron and the breakthrough. And then I could think about, yeah, still building one mine. I mean, these mines are still gonna be good, getting 3 resource production up. Hurts a little bit to skip because we have a nice opportunity to maybe just go for iron immediately, would save 1 civil action. But since I can't guarantee that I can for that next turn, I mean, it's relatively likely that I get at least 1 resource from any of these. And then I could just build the iron immediately. Could then just develop the iron. And I still have 1 free population for the warrior or the religion. Yeah, I think maybe this then. So I don't have food consumption yet. Yeah, maybe this is okay. And then I really hope... I mean, I can also just upgrade these next turn if I don't have enough to build one. So I think that's fine, and then wait 1 turn with building one. But I think it's relatively likely that I either get 1 extra resource or that I get the pact going with someone else. And the mine, rich land, and masonry. Masonry is definitely very interesting. Kofefe will go with the development of politics. Can he finish? No, can't finish the wrong roads, but goes for Code of Laws and Alchemy. Alchemy for 2. Okay. Fizzy will develop one of civil life. Yeah, iron probably. Yeah, 2 iron. Pretty good. Goes with some yellow cards together with that. There's Nostradamus coming down. I could go for Nostradamus. He's very good in 4 players. I could also go for Columbus. Sadly, he's on 2 civil actions, but with a vast territory. That would solve my resource production quite nicely. With this, I don't know. I could build an H1 mine, actually. The problem with it is I can't use the resource from Cleopatra if I do this. So I could also play politics. Maybe get something extra. And then I could play barbarians. Could work. Enough terror. And then I could go for Nostradamus. I'm not sure if I should go for Nostradamus or Columbus here. Nostradamus with the Reign of Terror in hand is pretty good. And Columbus for 2 civil actions. Let's say just, I don't know, upgrade that mine or something. That is also not bad with a vast territory that gives so many yellows. But Nostradamus is also really strong. And for 1 civil action versus 2 civil actions, it's hard to pass up on Columbus for 2. Or Columbus with vast territory, even for 2 civil actions. Yeah, but I think I could go with the Nostradamus Reign of Terror play. I could also go for colony in another way. There's Suez Canal, there's Isabella. I could go for Isabella and the territories, just play them. There's a lot of options here I could go with. So let's say I want to go for Columbus, then I would probably still play something. I'm just not sure what. Maybe the Reign of Terror, maybe that's good regardless, but not if I go for Isabella. I mean, this is pretty good, just building the mine, and then I need an extra resource to use Cleopatra, maybe go for Nostradamus. Could then also go for Columbus. So what do we play? Maybe Reign of Terror is good regardless. Let's go for that. See what we get, then we can decide. Development of Warfare sadly doesn't really help. So I could still upgrade the mine, don't use Cleopatra. That's missing 1 resource then basically. So I could also just build a mine, HA. I guess if I build something, I can't get the free warriors, so I have to upgrade something or raise population. And this is just good, upgrading the iron. And then probably go to Columbus. I miss one resource from Cleopatra, which is a little bit sad, but I guess it's okay. And then I could go for something like Drama. I mean, there's Marlene and Bach and everything. I have a lot of population with Columbus with a vast territory. So grabbing the Drama is probably a good idea. And then I can just increase population once. Next turn maybe immediately go for a vast territory, save a lot of food. And then, yeah, maybe finish that Stonehenge or upgrade more iron first. I don't need that Stonehenge right now. It could be nice to get an early monarchy, but I will see. It's hard to pass up on Nostradamus, but it's even harder for me to pass up on Columbus with a vast territory. And I could even not elect Columbus yet. Maybe I don't need him yet and can keep Cleopatra for a little bit longer. Like next turn especially. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Then I don't need to elect Columbus yet. I can still get some value out of Cleopatra. And I don't need Columbus immediately. Would save some food if I get the vast territory earlier. But yeah, I have a lot of population then. So I guess this will do fine. Yeah, maybe just this. And then get rid of the... And the Legion can be nice. The Red's probably bad. The Aggression. A lot of cards to discard. But the Trade Routes Agreement... Maybe I want to keep the other territory. Maybe. Yeah, not sure. Maybe keep the trade routes. That can still be nice. Get something extra. Definitely keep the vast territory for the trade routes. Yeah, and the tactic is good. And we draw the medieval army. Okay. Nostradamus then goes to Silent, who will also go with an alchemy. Reveals the tactic. Doesn't fill it yet. Fefe, also looking for a leader. Development of markets. We'll probably finish the wonder, yeah. Goes with Isabella. And Swordsman. There's a monarchy here that I could go for. Let's see if Fizzy will take that one. Development of planning. And he will... Oh. He has a lot of yellow cards. And the knights means I can get the monarchy if I want to. I'm the weakest, which is a little bit of a problem, especially because I played the Reign of Terror. Not so sure about the last turn, to be honest, in retrospect. But well, nothing I can do now. Skip the politics, gain some needed resources. Could take the population or free religion. I mean, I probably want to go for drama, so maybe I'd rather take the development of settlement. If I go for like 2 stages, I then could go for monarchy. Corruption could become a problem with this line. Yeah, the strength is a little bit of a problem. Also, the knights are on 3. Don't think this is not really a play, is it? No, gives corruption. I mean, it's nice for the strength. But corruption is not worth it. Could take the religion. Then have that happy face. And then I kind of want a monarchy. I can get out of corruption. Like this. Then I'm the weakest for 1 turn, 2 turns for most of my turns. Reign of Terror would also mean I have to delete something if I don't have a free worker. Could also elect Columbus now, but I could also use Cleopatra for this last stage. I don't know, I think the monarchy is not a bad idea. So if I go for this instead, yeah, this gives the yeah, it doesn't look much better. If I could go for an extra warrior and then maybe the tactic that could work, if I'm no longer the weakest. But like this doesn't seem like it. I also probably don't want to play an event. So what do I like? Do I like the religion? I don't really need it that much if I go for dramas and get the vast territory with Columbus. I could just not go for monarchy. Go for some iron instead. But again, then I can't build a stage of the Stonehenge. I could go for Code of Laws. And I could theoretically go for Code of Laws. Probably then Columbus. And go for 2 warriors and the tactic. Go to 5 strength. And Red is definitely gonna play something. And if he hasn't played any cards, so we don't know if there's anything against the weakest. But being the strongest also has a lot of advantages. I do get the vast territory, so I have enough population to spend that on the Legion here. And then next turn I can maybe get the vast territory, maybe upgrade some iron. Finish the Stonehenge probably to not have corruption as much, especially with losing that blue cube from the vast territory. I think this looks okay. I mean, it's not ideal to go for 3 warriors, but the knights are on 3. There's still swordsmen I could get. Yeah, this is interesting, but I think this maybe is the best of... yeah. I do have extra military actions thanks to the Open Borders Agreement. And now I have 1 extra civil action, which is also good. And I don't really need monarchy. And there's even another one I could get. It just doesn't work. I mean, why doesn't that work with the other monarchy? I would have to build 1 extra stage. I guess I need the resource if I... Yeah, that's the problem. Now I see it. I think getting the Legion up is not a bad idea. Going up to 5 strength. Let's do it. Let's see how that will turn out. Yeah, the aggression. I mean, I could play an aggression theoretically against Fizzy with the Open Borders. Fields, I'm not sure, but let's keep it. And I don't draw anything, but luckily I have that vast territory in hand. Silent opened that colony, the developed territory, and yeah, looks like green wanted 1 warrior, 2 cards, and 1 resource with Isabella. Silent will go with alchemy. Just going for alchemy, upgrading science production. Now green. Will he grab iron, or does he... Oh, goes for swordsman, engineering genius, and the iron, as well as bread and circuses. Spending all of his actions. Now blue. We'll go with Joan of Arc. That's pretty nice. An extra warrior. 1 more lab to get science up. I'm the strongest, but... Yeah, I mean, I can't play politics, so I have to get this vast territory with Columbus. Even when I'm the strongest, no alternative really. What else do I want? I have a lot of civil actions now. It could be nice to finish the Stonehenge. Promise that I can't upgrade iron. Maybe I should just upgrade the iron. I still have time next turn to finish the Stonehenge. There is a world where the age ends before my next turn. It's very unlikely, I think. But maybe I should go for this instead. Then I have good science. I could go for swordsman, could go for knights. I mean, knights, the problem is that I have 3 warriors, but can still be very nice. This gets me out of corruption, so I have 2 civil actions left. I will have 6 resources next turn, maybe upgrading both iron. And yeah, I think I'll go with the swordsman here. Swordsman and either the knights or frugality. Knights can still be very good. We have a tactic for that, so if we have a lot of population, we could go for 2 knights or something, play the new tactic. If you want to go in that direction. So I think grabbing those knights is not a bad idea. Even with all of these warriors already. Having them available is quite nice. We don't have a full hand or anything, so I think that's okay. We're lacking a little bit of science. Alchemy could help with that, but I don't really want to go alchemy here. 2 science. We have a lot of science stored up from the Stonehenge, so let's hope there's no Dark Ages or anything like that. Reign of Terror won't hit us for a couple of turns. I mean, could hit us once it's Kofeva's turn. But yeah, probably not. I mean, he could go for Brand Circuses and copy the Fighting Band if he wants to do that, if he wants to spend 2 military action on copying that tactic. And then even if we lose to the Reign of Terror, it's not the end of the world for us. We have a lot of extra population thanks to the vast territory. So I think, yeah, this turn is definitely looking alright. You also draw 3 cards, and they're gonna be a tactic, cultural influence, and strategic territory. Cultural influence could be good if we go for dramas. Foray, and we are one of the 2 strongest, so that is good. We get something nice for ourselves. Silent, we go with irrigation and the St. Pete's. Another warrior. We have to get out of corruption. Kofefe, another swordsman. No tactic yet for him, but 6 strength. And Fizzy finishes the Silk Road, copies the tactic. Nothing else has corruption. Problem of Silk Road causing so many civil actions. And now it's my turn, and I'm the weakest actually. And there's Reign of Terror, so I don't want that. So I just get the resources here. I could go with the Magic Castle and finish it. That is one way, then I'm not the weakest anymore. Get my culture production up. Alternatively, I could go with Universitas and Knights. Go for even 2 Knights. There's a lot of investment, but I have resources. I can then also upgrade the iron. And not being weakest is probably a good idea. So how do I do it? I mean, I want more science. If I grab a Magic Castle, I will be lacking a lot of science because I only have 2 production, a lot of science cards in hand. So I think Universitas is pretty good for me. Even though the age is almost over and Universitas is pretty good at the beginning, but if we get an early scientific method, that would be better. So I could also go for Magic Castle, or not grab a Wonder at all. I just want to go for Knights. Upgrade both of these. Could do something like this. Get all the resource production up. I mean, Silent has a Wonder. Kofefe probably will take one of these 2 Wonders, and Fizzy might take the other one. Or they might be gone anyway. And those are the last 2 Wonders from H1. So how am I going to spend my resources after this? Another Knight. Some Swordsman. But yeah, Wonder has also a lot of upsides here. Any Magic Castle is still pretty strong. I just don't know if it's giving us enough. I also don't hate this turn. Getting really strong. And this and Universitas. Means I have somewhere to spend my resource. I could also do this and the Magic Castle. And I'm really going through the strength play. And we don't know many of the cards, so I don't know if it's worth it. I will have good resources, good strength, no good science, no good food. I mean, like this I already solved my strength, so maybe I don't need the Magic Castle. I also like the other play, going for all the iron, getting my resource production up and not being the weakest still. And then 1 Knight, so I'm the strongest, for now at least. Increase population, and do I want the warfare? Probably too expensive. Could just take reserves. Frugality doesn't really work nicely. I mean, I could take both, but then there's the danger of rats. Oh no, we had rats. So that could be able to go for frugality and reserves. I will have 5 food next turn. The end of the age will come, so I will have 2 left. And then with frugality, I might get out another extra population. I mean, a 5 food plus 2, that's 7. So I can definitely go for another population or 2. Yeah, maybe this, maybe the extra food. I mean, do I really need that though? I have a good yellow bank from the vast territory, so I will be still with 2 yellow cubes left after the end of the age. Then I can increase population 2 times normally. I think I just increase population and take reserves. I will be getting the next population soon anyway, and frugality won't give me another one probably. I can still copy a tactic to increase my strength. I don't really want to spend 2 military actions. I could spend 1 on the medieval army. Don't have to do that next turn. Because next turn they will be drawing H2 cards. So yeah, going for that tactic. Discarding this one. Only drawing one card, but that's okay. They only H1 cards, not too important. Another aggression. I mean, potentially, if I go for 2 more knights, I could go for aggressions. Don't know if they will be worth it. We're gonna see. Silent will open the scientific breakthrough. We only get 2 science, the other guys get a lot more. But we also needed science a lot. We'll go with warfare tactics, so 6 strength. We are still the strongest. That's nice at least. And the H will end. Kwefe goes for Image Castle and finish it. Now he's the strongest by far with 10 strength. Fizzy will see the top card because he's Joan of Arc. Will still play it. Okay, he knew that. He could see the top card, but apparently still chose to play that. Okay. Yeah, ends with corruption. Not ideal. Not an ideal turn for him. But maybe the best choice. Maybe he was forced into a bad decision. Or into a bad outcome for that decision. No good outcome for that. Let's skip politics. I mean, we're not the weakest. We are one of the 2 weakest because of Nostradamus. Could play the cultural influence. We have drama after all. There's also selective breeding. I don't know if I have to grab that for 3. And Silent has irrigation. Kwefe doesn't, so he will probably get the selective breeding. And Fizzy's also looking for 1. Yeah, but cultural influence should be good here. Let's play that. Call to arms. Okay, we lose 1 civil action. Draw the refugees. I mean, I'm lacking science the most. I don't think I want to go for selective breeding for 3. There's also ocean liners. We have time. We have population right now. We do produce food. So I think just going for dramas this turn should be good. I think one of them going at least. And I mean, with Shakespeare and Bach, we could wait. But I can also just build another one. Oh, I guess I would have to play reserves. So the breakthrough is definitely very nice. Maybe just breakthrough and reserves. Yeah, I think that's better than playing our reserves. We have a lot of reserves in hand now, and they cost a lot of civil actions, and we don't have that many, but yeah, they can still have nice value. And we have enough resources. Yeah. Maybe gonna go for another drama next turn, but getting 1 out this turn. Alternatively, I could go for another knight. Like if I don't want to draw the reserves here, play reserves and build a knight. I mean, being the strongest again is good. We need that knight at some point. Next time we get 1 population out and maybe just build that drama. Yeah, I think I like this more than extra reserves. These reserves from H1 at the end of, or at the beginning of H2, not that important. Get rid of the enslave, costs too many military actions. Could potentially go for refugees next turn. But let's first see what we draw. Defend card and agreement. Red will open Dark Ages. We lose 2 signs. That's alright. Red himself loses 4, Fizzy 5, Kwefe 1. But yeah, only 2 is not too bad. We'll finish St. Pete's. Grab rich land, go for more food. A lot of population to come out. Kwefe will also play something. Immigration is won by red. With that St. Pete's. Cannons for Kwefe. Rich land for the next iron. There's an ocean liner here. I don't know if Fizzy will take it. No, he has finished Universitas. Yeah, maybe I go for the ocean liner here. I could even play the refugees. I mean, what am I doing here? Catherine is not looking bad. She's definitely not looking bad. I have swordsman. I can easily go for another knight. I can go for ocean liner. Catherine, use population, and maybe even build a knight. I don't have to build a knight right now, though. I can wait 1 turn, have that free population. If we lose, like to the pestilence or something, it is out. And next turn I have 1 extra military action, because next turn I can then finish ocean liner, elect Catherine, and build a knight. And then I will have enough population. I will have good culture from my drama, and Catherine can maybe go for another drama. And yeah, this is perfect. I don't spend any science, so I could go for selective breeding as well, but that costs science, and yeah, what I'm missing is science, and the ocean line doesn't cost any. And then I have food solved, or I have population solved. Can use the extra population to go for more military, and I definitely think I want to go for the refugees then. Yeah, let's go for refugees. I think we should have a strong position to win that wealthy territory. Don't think I will win it. I don't need the resources that much. I guess I would be willing to send a knight. So 4. I could even go for 7. But that will not be that good for my strength. I will go down to 6. And these maybe not important, but I don't need that many resources right now. I mean, it would be great for the ocean liner. I will spend a lot of resources there. And I could immediately rebuild one of the knights. I guess I could go for 7 here and then rebuild a knight. I will solve my population. So yeah, I sent 2 population away. That normally would hurt quite a bit. But I do get the ocean liner, so population won't be the biggest issue. Then I will have extra resources. But 6 resources, we spent 5 resources here already. And I have to rebuild most of that. We get some nice blue cubes. Also good because we have lost 1. Will help us greatly with corruption. Yeah, I think I can go for this. I mean, the refugees are not coming out for a couple of turns. I don't think being weakest... I mean, we rebuild a knight, then we are not the weakest anymore. And refugees will take a long time to come out. I think I can with the 7 here. Alright, I win. Slightly too expensive. Can't get it for 1 unit, so I would have to send 2. Can keep the card at least. Not as good as I would have liked, but it's still okay. I was expecting that. And then I will be rebuilding the knight and go for Catherine. The rest of the turn is solid. Next turn I finish the ocean liner, get a lot of population. Yeah, rest is looking pretty good, I would say. And then I can get probably rid of the aggression or something. Don't really see myself going for an H1 aggression. And I will be drawing another territory, except no supremacy, sadly no tactic. Good harvest. Silent gets a lot. Everyone else only gets 2 food. No one has upgraded yet. And Silent will grab frugality, efficient upgrade. Yes, the selective breeding. Kwefe probably wants that, right? Does he? Yeah, he gets the selective breeding. Goes for iron this turn. Gets out of corruption. There's a lot of yellow cards here. Hopefully a lot of them will stay for us. And then we can go on a shopping spree. Cannons for Fizzy. Ooh, yeah, I mean he has... Even corruption, oh. Doesn't have a lot of population, doesn't have a lot of civil actions, a lot of military actions though, which is pretty crazy. Where does he get all of those? Oh, he got extra from the Silk Road, that giving 2 military actions for patriotism, of course, is always nice. And I think... I mean, I just said I wanted a lot of the yellow cards. I think the problem is I also really want that ocean liners. I mean, yeah, it's such a good turn if I just go for this. I could delay that 1 turn. How would that look if I go for Catherine? Maybe build another drama. And then I could grab a breakthrough. I mean, the breakthrough is pretty good for me. And then maybe an urban growth. Not sure what I used that on, but I could go for scientific methods. The problem is the next turn I have to finish Ocean Liner and can't do much else. So maybe I should just get that Ocean Liner. That's extra population. I need population. Let's go for it. And then maybe building a knight. I'm guessing I go for 1 more army. Maybe go for swordsman next turn. To get stronger, to get the yellows from Catherine. And yeah, for the refugees and all. I mean, I could play politics here. I am not one of the 2 weakest. So maybe I play the international agreement. Vast territory could be okay. I could send an army for that. I get that back pretty quickly. Let's go for vast territory maybe. No one has colonization. I will have a lot of military actions. I have that 1 colonization card. Oh, historic territory. I don't really want that. I guess I could send 1 knight. I mean, I would take it for one warrior or one knight. Not the card. I think I need that card now. But I just played the vast territory. So I will just bid 2 here. And Silent will win the historic territory for 3+, just 1 warrior and a H2 card. Yeah, and now I think there's no discussion, right? I can just go for Catherine and the Ocean Liner, as we said. Do I go for the extra knight? Yeah, I guess using all the military actions, we still draw 3, so that's good. And then next turn just go for 1 more warrior, maybe for the swordsman. Yeah, I think I want the Ocean Liner now. That is very early. I will have a lot of population thanks to that. I like that. I like that very much. Get cultural action up. And draw a war. The war could be very interesting. Maybe against Silent if he doesn't have that many resources. We could go for war against him potentially. Silent will go for Republic. And the Suez Canal builds a lot of military, so he can't finish that next turn. He'll have to wait a little bit. Kvefe will reveal Pestilence. Okay, not the biggest problem. Revolutionary idea, breakthrough. A lot of science from and builds a cannon, so he's not weaker than us now. So I can't use Catherine this turn. Fizzy will go for Cornmon. Okay, Cornmon immediately has to destroy something. That's awkward. That's an awkward turn for him. He gets Cornmon, which is good. Which is really good for him. So yeah, I can't use Catherine here. I mean, I could, but I don't get the yellow cube. What do I want to go for? I could go for Ravages of Time. The Stonehenge is an okay thing to lose. Hopefully I have enough happy faces. Independence, probably not. Could play a territory myself. Do I want to trigger the culture? Yeah, I think I want to play something. I plan to be stronger soon for the refugees. Could go for war. War against Silent. He does get Rifleman and he has a couple of resources, but it could still be a good war. Biggest problem is I don't draw any tactics. Could destroy Aurora. I get 2 population out this turn and could rebuild them as swordsmen. So I got to 17. I think a war here isn't too bad. Considering I want to be stronger anyway. First of all to use Catherine and second of all to get the refugees. So using this turn to get strength and getting something extra because I get the war is a good idea, I think. And then I could get another one. I could go for Eiffel Tower or something. And this tech is not perfect, staying with Medieval Army, but yeah, going for the Swordsman. I still have a couple of draws left. I could go for Kremlin, but I don't have the happy faces right now. Could just go for Eiffel Tower. I need the happy face. It's still pretty early. I can't finish it next turn, sadly, but yeah, next turn I mean, what am I going to be spending my resources on? Could build more dramas, but getting an Eiffel Tower is also not looking bad. I've got a resource production. Maybe I can afford it. Yeah, let's go for that. Go for Eiffel Tower. We'll have crazy culture production very soon. We'll have to be a little bit careful that I don't fall behind in resource production, but I'm still at 6, so still have the most. Could be too expensive. Could just grab efficient upgrade and scientific method. I guess that's just better, right? I need science. Nah, I guess, yeah, that's just better. If I want more culture, our happy face, I can just go for dramas. But right now I really need science, and scientific methods are perfect for that. With the efficient upgrade, yeah, just feels better. So I'll go with that. The war still is good. Silent can't go for 10 strength. Even if he gets Rifleman, he'll have to spend all of his science on that, and then he can upgrade 2. That's 4 extra strength. So we probably will be stealing 2 or 3 yellow cubes even. Yeah, maybe just 1 or 2. Strategic territory, I don't draw enough colonization cards at the moment. I don't like this card in general. Independence Declaration. I mean, there's a lot of guys with colonies, so it could be alright. And yeah, definitely, I don't want to lose it. I need my yellows, I need my blues. I guess I could just... yeah, this is also fine. This is also fine. And then sadly, I don't draw any new cards. cultural influence is revealed. I score 5, 6 for Fizzy, 3 and 2 for the other guys. Let's see what Silent will do here. Grabs Rifleman and will upgrade 1 and... oh, goes for 13 strength, okay. So he will only lose 1 yellow. Solid defense, but that's not what he wants to do. Fefe will go for another cannon. Does he have a tech? It goes up to 17 strength. So we can't use Catherine on that. Maybe Fizzy also becomes stronger. Let's see. He also will declare war on Silent, and he probably will get stronger as well. Yeah, 1 cannon, another cannon. Silent getting the boot. 24 strength for him now, which of course means I only gain 1 yellow from Silent, and I can't use Catherine again because I'm not stronger than Kofefe. But that's probably not the biggest problem. I definitely want to get stronger again, which gets harder and harder with Fizzy having a good tactic, but he doesn't have the population. So maybe I can keep up. Could play the Ravagers of Time. As I said, a Happy Face could also be good. Maybe this turn I don't even get stronger, then I don't want to trigger anything to delay the refugees. Could go for the scientific method, upgrade 2 times, get that free population. And could I go for Republic? Definitely could. I mean, still have the open borders. That is also a little bit dangerous against Fizzy. But I guess I'm gonna do this anyway. And then I should be able to defend with a defend card. 4, 5, 6, 7. He would be attacking with 8 actually. Okay. So do I just cancel the open borders? There's still Conmon. Maybe I want Conmon more than Republic, especially once I lose Catherine. I don't think I need the Republic here. Can't go for it next turn anyway, so that's not ideal. But this Fizzy is definitely threatening quite a bit. And with that open borders, of course, he gets 2 extra strength for attacking, so he's attacking us with 26, so I would need 2 defend cards. I could just go for 1. Or do I really want to build like another knight? And I can't defend. I guess. So then I can't get more science, I can't upgrade this, but I could grab the urban growth. Do I want the cannon? It's the last cannon. Will be the question if Silent will grab that one. He could. But I don't think I can spend 3 civil actions on that. Looks like I'm going to be stuck with the medieval army for a little bit longer. Just not ideal. But with all of our population, it's okay, I guess. But I like the urban growth. And then maybe the selective breeding. Can use that at some point. Take it away from potentially Fizzy, even though there's 1 more. So not really taking it away. Could grab something else instead, but I don't need operas. I don't want the Republic, as I just said. I mean, I guess I could go for Republic. Could even do a revolution next turn and then increase population, build another swordsman, because I have that ocean liner. So revolutions are a little bit better. Yeah, I guess Republic is better than the selective breeding here. Or is it? Do I need the selective breeding at some point? I still have a healthy yellow bank, especially after that war and with a vast territory. So it won't be needing food anytime soon. And then there's also 1 more left. I think Republic here is okay. That could be a nice revolution. I have the blue cubes. So if I just increase population next turn with the ocean liner and go for 1 more swordsman, definitely could go for the Republic. The pact is rejected. Silent was trying to get extra strength from Kofefe, but he says nope. No bell for Silent. More of those riflemen. Yeah, he's stronger than me again. Kofefe will go for Conmon, go for a strategy as well. No, he's looking good. Another cannon. Yeah, these guys can go for good tactics. That's my problem. I'm still at a bad tactic. Fizzy will lose Joan of Arc. Will gain 1 science from that war. The pact. Oh, after that they just go for a pact. Interesting. Okay. Selective breeding for Fizzy. Upgrades once, 2 times. Has to destroy the other thing. Not the prettiest turn. I think overall it's still looking okay for me. I have the Ocean Liner. But let's see. I could play some politics, but I'm the weakest. Yeah, the refugees could be problematic. I don't know. I thought I would be stronger, but apparently not. Yeah, maybe just go for the Republic. I mean, there's going to be the problem of an uprising. But I could just go for the Republic Revolution. And upgrade this. Get a free worker. I can't sadly go for that. Can't use that really. Refugees might not come out. I guess that's my hope that the deck isn't as fast. But there's 2 more cards in front of the refugees definitely. So this could be a play. The alternative is maybe upgrading this. And then going for the Republic next turn. I can then go for this. Happy faces can become a problem. I could just build another drama here. Or do I want the team sports? There is Pierre. So I could go with team sports. But like this I need my science for Republic next turn. I could go with some military technologies. I'm still looking a little bit weak. Could upgrade the warriors. I'm really searching for more military actions. I don't even know if I want to go for the Republic here. If there's an early democracy would be great. I could even go for the other ones. So I could just grab cavalrymen. I mean, I maybe don't need them, but if I get shock troops, that could be okay. It could definitely be alright. Maybe the cannons as well. I mean, there's no good tactic I can go for. No one has revealed any. Napoleonic army would be insane for me here, but that isn't here at the moment. But I could still grab the cannons. And since I need some happy faces at some point, I could just grab the team sports. Loading up on a lot of good technologies. I mean, it's the start of Age 3. And there's no yellow cards to grab, so yeah, just going for some technologies that might be useful. I think that's a good idea, and then I could go for Republic. Could also just do the Revolution here, if I only take these cards and don't think I need them. But it's going to be hard to be stuck on just Knights and Swordsmen. That is very dangerous. So grabbing these cards also has some good value. And then I go maybe Republic next turn. And it is pretty low value civil actions that I have this turn. But I still like having those cards in hand. Let's go for this. Don't think I need the aggression. Don't think I need the independence declaration. Don't think I need the ravages. Could be okay. The accept of supremacy is a pretty bad card. And too many colonies. And let's see what the first card draw from Age 3. It's going to be a lot of wars, military alliance, that can definitely be pretty good at the beginning. And then wars, so we have those options, but no tactic for that yet. And silent will go with some coal, cavalrymen, reserves. Kufev will open. Border conflict, I have to lose something here. Not ideal. Yeah, being the weakest isn't fun. Kufev can... Who goes for more cannons, growth, navigation. 33 strength, that's not bad. And the Magic Castle, he's looking dangerous. Military theory is there, Fizzy takes it immediately. Yeah, I would have liked to have that one. Looks like that's a no. I guess I'd try to get this military alliance with someone. Maybe with Silent. Maybe with Silent. Could also go for Fizzy. But he has military theory and all. Maybe Silent is a good target for that one. Definitely better than the others. I still am very afraid of the refugees. So military alliance will be good for me and Silent. And yeah, he should be happy with this as well. And he will accept the pact. Very nice. But that definitely was expected. Let's see, I could go... I have to destroy something. And that's probably going to be the farm. It just costs the least. And I can even wait a little bit with rebuilding that. Because I have 3 food lying around. I don't need them to increase population, so just having it to avoid starvation is not bad. And then else, I mean, this democracy is looking pretty nice, I'll be honest. I don't know if the military actions will be enough. That is a lot of science that costs. Just getting it, can go for it next turn, that would be quite nice. And more swordsmen, more knights. When the military actions, losing them hurts a little bit, but again, 26 strength, I'm not the weakest now, which is nice. Can go for the democracy next turn. I don't know what else I will be doing. I can't really go for team sports or anything like that. So how do I spend my civil actions? Yeah, I can't get the patriotism. That sucks a little bit going for the democracy here. Because it makes my hand full and I can't go for anything. Alternatively, I could develop Republic, but that feels even worse. Go for Republic now when there's democracy. I could go with team sports. Need that next turn probably anyway, but the problem is then I can't get democracy. I'm missing 1 science for that on the next turn, and that doesn't feel good. Missing out on the democracy there. I mean, then I could build 1 and grab the democracy, build a swordsman, go up to 28 strength. I mean, that's not bad. Maybe wait 1 more turn with democracy. There's also mechanized agriculture that could be interesting, but I definitely need a new government form. So getting the democracy here doesn't feel bad. The problem is I can't go for the next turn. There could be science here, I guess. There could be, I guess, yeah, knowledge of the ancients. That would give science. I don't know if that will be under there, of course. But I'm not the weakest, so that feels okay. Keep up with strength. And maybe my plan is just to go for a lot of air forces. If I go for 4 air force, that's actually a lot of strength. It's, yeah, not insane strength, so not ideal, but it seems like I'm really stuck. The only tactic revealed is the fortifications, and right now I just committed too much to the other units, so I can't go for that. Yeah, maybe shock troops is my best hope. Maybe someone else, maybe Silent will reveal another tactic with the cavalrymen and the riflemen, maybe the classic army or something. But yeah, this turn only grabbing democracy is just an ugly turn. I could go for an extra mine, get more resources. It's pretty late for that, but more resource is always nice. I could just rebuild my farm, so I don't lose as much food. Then I'm only missing 1 civil action. The thing is, next turn I will be increasing population. I guess I could then just go for an extra drama. Go for the democracy, an extra drama, get a lot of culture. But actually I think the iron I like here more. I have the population. I will have some problems with the food. That's certain. I could get vast territory by sending an army. That could be okay. But I like more resources. If I stay up in the resource production and like this, I get the most. If they have good resource production, good population with the ocean liner, and then good culture, I can defend that with the extra resource. So I like the extra iron here. I think I like it more than the farm. Yeah, there will be food problems. Next turn I will get 1 more population out, then I need 2 food. So there's also a little bit problematic. I definitely see that. But yeah, it just feels like I should get more resources here. And then yeah, missing or floating 1 civil action is not ideal. But I mean, if I want to go for democracy, of course I could. And then I get the patriotism and I don't know, journalism. Journalism doesn't feel good here. So yeah, I don't like the Republic. Early democracy is very good. Can get a lot of dramas. I can even go for 4 dramas. I have the population for that, and there's Marlene, so 4 dramas could be the dream. It's very cheap. Just needs population. I have population, and then I can put the resources into. I guess the Wonder. The first one is gone, but just into military to protect that. Yeah, I can defend and everything. I'm the 2nd strongest. Maybe I get Catherine finally. Can finally get her to work. Maybe keep the wars. Economic progress could also be okay. It could be problematic with the food. Ravages of time. That's okay. Maybe I should decide which war I want. Probably I don't even go for any wars. I mean, with the extra resource production, economic progress is not bad. I have a lot of extra blue cubes, so economic progress is in general quite good for me. Keeping the hybrid war, I have team sports. I will have maybe Marlene and a lot of drama, so happy faces won't be a problem. Military actions are definitely going to be the bigger problem, so keeping the hybrid war, getting rid of the war of a culture, I think that's okay. And then see if I draw anything good. Input of science is looking not that great. There's the military theory. That's kind of bad. I don't know if Silent will grab it for 3, but he definitely could. He has Republic. He also has Warfare already, but if he doesn't grab it, I'm sure Kfefe will. He has the civil actions. He does have strategy, so maybe just denies that. Just takes the military theory to deny. And then, yeah, I'm stuck with not a lot of military actions. Maybe I have to keep Catherine for a while. And then I'm having 4 military actions for a while. Okay, so over Christmas I had to record some of the turns on my phone, but we're gonna go over what happened in those turns together. We're gonna find out. Uncertain borders hitting blue, and Kfefe gets some extra yellow cubes. Kfefe will go for plunder on Fizzy and is successful. Very nice for him. Goes for UN. Fizzy goes for civil service, some reserves. And now it's my turn. I, again, can't really use Catherine, which is not ideal, but I guess it's okay. And then see what I decide to go for. Yeah, I mean, democracy, it looks very good here. Costs most of the science, but allows for more, for more of those dramas. Air Force has just showed up. Air Force is super important. There's only one player who doesn't get it, and you never want to be the one who doesn't. Mechanized agriculture, I mean, we need food at some point, that's pretty clear. We have -2 production right now, so definitely nice to have the option to go for mechanized agriculture. Can go for upgrading the swordsmen. They are refugees still, so don't really be the weakest. I guess that's what's making me reconsider this. And yeah, I mean, the first thing, I definitely go for the ocean liner. I guess first I want to decide if I go for politics, but I don't think as the weakest with the refugees in there, that's a good choice. Could go with extra happy faces from the team sports. I mean, I like the democracy very much now that I see this, but you know how it goes. You have to reconsider a lot of things. I don't know what I was trying out, different points, but I like this play. It's a lot of culture production from the democracy, from those dramas. And then military theory and Air Force, very important. Very science heavy, that is one problem. That I take a lot of technologies in hand like this, and I don't have that much production. So, yeah, I don't know what was looking there. Maybe the revolutionary ideas, maybe can still get them. I'm still the weakest like this. I think that's the problem that I have with this turn. Maybe besides still having, like, no food production or -2 food production. But if the refugees hit, that would be very, very bad. So I think this is what I'm struggling with here. And I'm trying to come up with a way that this doesn't happen. But I don't see one right now, and I don't think I find one. Urban growth is also nice. Some extra resources. Maybe the next drama is going to be free. Because next turn I can just build another drama. That's the good part about democracy. It gives 3 culture production, and it allows me for another drama, which is another 2 culture production. If I get Marlene, that's even more. That's then 3 culture production. And yeah, I have a lot of problems like this. Next turn I definitely need the mechanized agriculture and some other things. But yeah, this is what I think I'll do this turn. I'm the weakest. That is also one problem with the refugees in there, and I'm the weakest. At least I have population, so it's not the end of the world to lose some population. And I draw the input of strength. And let's see for the next turn. There was a vast colony or vast territory that's won by green. Has to send 1 swordsman and some cards. Silent will go with fundamentalism. Okay. There's a War of a Culture from Kefefe onto Fizzy. And he will go up to 42 strength. Has he Magic Castle as well? Fizzy will open the Refugees. I'm the weakest. That didn't turn out as I wanted to. Let's see. Fizzy, yeah, he goes for Marlene. Damn. And is at 41 strength to 42. That's very close for the war, but yeah. That's gonna be nice for him. Input of Progress could be okay. Input of Science, yeah. Could also be okay. That's very close at the moment, so I don't know if I will decide to go for that. Input of Strength doesn't... I mean, I probably need more strength anyway, but Input of Strength is not looking perfect right now. Looks like I decide to destroy the farm. Have to rebuild that now. So, yeah, I think that's... I mean, I have to go for this. I can't have -2 or even 3 food production and lose so much culture. Churchill is looking good. I definitely need air forces. I definitely need the possibility to go for air forces, so I like that. And looks like Catherine won't be able to steal a yellow cube, so she was maybe okay for the military action, something I'm still struggling with a little bit here. But the revolutionary idea is very nice. I can go for maybe air forces and military theory. Churchill discounting the air forces, and then military theory with the revolutionary idea. That is good options at least. I'm pretty weak this turn, but I have some defend cards. Yeah, looking again at the military theory. That is a nice, really nice technology if I can get that out. So I'm happy that I got that. That makes Marlene not quite as bad that we missed her. We get Churchill. And yeah, Catherine gave the one military action that we lost now, but with the military theory, you can get that back. I guess now I'm thinking about going for the loss of sovereignty to protect myself, and looking at who would be maybe okay with going for that. I think I still didn't play politics this turn, so I could use the loss of sovereignty to protect myself. But I have such a high culture production that I don't think someone will accept, but I can try anyway. I don't use my politics action this turn anyway. So yeah, that will mean the military alliance will be gone. So that probably means Silent doesn't want it, because he wants the strength maybe. Also, I mean, whoever is... If I offer that to Silent, then Silent will be the target. So I don't think he will accept that. But I still try. Do I go for Silent? Yes, I do. Offer him the good side. And let's see how he will respond here. He will reject as expected, but it was a free action. So I guess this turn I just, yeah, do the rest again. Hopefully I still had that on mind, but yeah, the farm has to come out. Churchill, elect him to have hand space again, and then the revolutionary idea. I mean, we see that quite often, that revolutionary ideas can get picked for 2 or 3 civil actions. They're just worth so much. So I definitely think I like grabbing the revolutionary idea here. We have so many technologies in hand. We almost only have technologies in hand. So I like that. Grabbing the revolutionary idea. And then next turn I get the drama that I was promising you. Really would have liked Marlene. She would have been very great. But Churchill will do. Get rid of the loss of sovereignty. Yeah, that's probably too late now. The input of science. I mean, I could maybe keep the input of science. I can't keep a lot of cards. I don't know about the input of strength. But I guess I have Churchill. Progress with military theory would be looking okay. And definitely want to keep the defend cards. But, I mean, science has potential. The question is, do I go for more science production anyway? Do I just spend my resource on culture and military? So maybe it makes sense to discard that one. And yeah, I decide to keep the input of strength. I mean, with Churchill, I'm destined to go for the military anyway. International negotiations revealed by Silent. He can choose what we have to give away. He will go for air forces. 1 reserves. Doesn't show a tactic, or he doesn't have a tactic. No H2 cards left. Kefefe will go for war against Fizzy. Okay. Oh no, he wins the war against Fizzy. Right. And then there's the raid from Kefefe. I can't defend. That's pretty sad, losing those. Yeah, probably gonna lose those scientific methods. So I'll have to concede. And yeah, both of those scientific methods are gone. 8 resources for Kofefe. And he will go for tanks, engineering genius, pro sports, cannon, 48 strength. Let's see, Fizzy also goes for an aggression, and we again can not defend. It's only the armed intervention. I think that's better than losing resources or something. So yeah, of course I have to concede again and lose 7 culture here. And Fizzy will go for Grammar Reserves, goes for Happy Faces, more strength. All of these guys going for more strength. Not a fan, definitely not. I guess I have to play an impact here. I don't know what would be coming out, but industry is looking alright. And agriculture is also not looking shabby, but I guess, yeah, industry first. See what we get. Terrorism. Oh, I don't even have lowest culture. Oh no, Kofefe is just barely. That would have been nice if I could destroy everything. At least I don't lose expensive things, because I don't have scientific methods anymore anyway. So I have population. I think building another drama is a good idea. It's free. Biggest problem here is science. Even with the revolutionary idea, I can't go air forces. Or I could go air forces with Churchill. So I could think about just doing that. And for 2 air forces puts me up to 41. At least I'm out of aggression territory. There's military buildup that could be nice. I mean, I could just go for 2 more air forces. Each air force is not perfect, but it's okay. Going for an air force here. And we can see that every air force adds 7 strength. That's not that much really, but it's alright. Better than anything else I can really do. Yeah, being stuck with these. I mean, at least I have the population to support this. And then I have 0 science production, so I won't be getting any more, I think. Could go for military buildup, that seems pretty important. And I don't need any of these technologies, but I could go for this Empire State building. It's the only wonder left besides Manhattan Project. I mean, if I want military buildup, I can't go for Manhattan Project. And Empire State is 18 right now. The question is if I can finish it. But yeah, that's the same. What else would I be taking? I could take efficient upgrade or something, but especially now with the terrorism, it doesn't make any sense to go for extra science. So all of these technologies are completely worthless. And the efficient upgrade, I don't know what I would be using that on. So having the option to maybe go for an Empire State building, probably not for. I mean, I might keep best culture rating, and the resource production could also keep that if Silent doesn't upgrade once more. So it won't be the best wonder, but also taking it away from others isn't bad. And then yeah, I have the military buildup. An alternative play would be to go for military theory instead. But then I could build more warriors and knights, go up to 38. But then the problem is the next strength that I could get is... I mean, I could then grab Manhattan Project just for the strength or something. But I get 0 culture from this one. Of course, I take it away from others. Silent could definitely grab the main project. If he plans for war, he can go with maybe fundamentalism. He's gonna have 2 more turns, so could go for fundamentalism. Maybe he has a tactic, and then yeah, with the Manhattan Project. So this could be an alternative. And I won't be getting a lot of strength from the Empire State anyway, but like this, I don't even get the military buildup. I think the Air Forces play is okay. I mean, it's not looking good in general, but I can try my best. And this looks not too bad. I still have high culture production. I will have the most culture after this turn. Impacts... I mean, they're not too shabby. I mean, science, technology. Technology is even okay. I have 3. Variety, progress. I mean, military theory would be good for progress. This is better for competition. I mean, no, the rest is looking alright, I would say. I will go with this then. And probably discard this tactic, don't need it at all. And Emperor Strength is also not looking too nice. I mean, it could be potentially be okay. But I want to keep both defend cards if I need to defend against Kofefe first, and then after that against Fizzy. Keeping the extra defend card is quite nice. A bit of agriculture, it's something to play. That won't hurt us as much as Emperor Strength. I guess I can get rid of that. That won't be that good for me. Sadly, only draw 1 card. That would have also been good for the military theory. I have enough defend cards now, and only the 1 bit of agriculture. Man Project for Silent, getting some good strength. 6 culture. Pierre for him, okay. But not electing him yet. I guess he just uses him for 8 culture once. Kweber will reveal Cold War for him and Silent. Einstein. And Multimedia. Prepares for new tactic perhaps. Fizzy will be his turn when the age ends here. There can still be a war, but no. Fizzy reveals something, a bit of wonders. 9, 11, 8, and 9. Pretty close. Culture in general is pretty close here. Revolutionary idea. Fizzy really needs happy faces. He gets the pro sports for next turn. That will solve that problem for him. I guess he also has the organized religion. So now it's my turn. Yeah, I guess the biggest problem is that the Empire State is too expensive for me, and maybe I just took that to take it away. One more problem is Silent could go for a war, but I guess he doesn't have military actions. He can declare war, but after that he doesn't have any more military actions. Can't go for fundamentalism. And I guess I can play a bit of agriculture here. That's not too bad. Can maybe even build another farm if I want to. Could do that next turn. I don't do anything new, so I could wait 1 turn with playing that. Maybe I've better prepared for whatever these are. I get a free population, which is nice. And yeah, I think the Empire State, it's going to be hard to win both of these. Best culture is going to get really close. Kofefe is at 9 currently. You can easily upgrade. And then it's going to be harder because I need 17 resource. Means I have 1 left. I can't go for anything else. I think that means I can't win culture, and production is also close. Production is at 8. I guess I could win production, but that's only going to be 9 culture. Don't know if that's going to be worth it. It's not going to be that good for impacts. Impact of Wonders is already out, so I think it's better to just build drama and religion. Next turn I get a new free population. With that I can then hopefully go for maybe another farm. Maybe some science. Balance is looking pretty bad right now. And then I will be taking efficient upgrade. I mean, there's one thing to think about. I could play military build-up and destroy a swordsman to get an air force. Be a little bit stronger. One problem is an aggression. If Silent plays an aggression, I can defend, but then can't defend against Kofefe. If I stay at 41. Because I don't have that many military cards. So actually, if I defend against Silent, I can't defend against Kofefe or against Fizzy. So I might have to lose against Silent. If I stay at this. Yeah, let's definitely go for these. These are for sure. Next turn I could build another air force without destroying the swordsman. I don't really want to destroy an iron because there's Input of Industry. I guess I could try to get Input of Agriculture and reveal the Input of Industry. And then I can build a new air force by doing this. And that also doesn't look bad. Let's try that. Let's play the Input of Agriculture here. Please Industry. No population. Okay, that was the problem. That's not quite as good as it could have been. But still very nice against Fizzy and Silent. Fizzy especially. He got 0 from that. Because he has no... he has 4 workers that are unhappy. That doesn't work with population. I would have gotten 2 more if I waited. And this sadly doesn't give me the input of industry. Yeah, it was a risk. But I was willing to take it. Would have been, yeah, a lot better to get the population later. But it's still fine, I would say. And this gave me a nice culture boost. I still have a high production, so I'm not out. I'm out if I get an aggression, so I think just doing this has a lot of value. I could also destroying another knight. No, I don't even have the military action. I think just this. Grab the efficient upgrade. I can maybe upgrade or build a lab, upgrade the scientific method. Take away movies. Silent would like movies maybe. Yeah, he would probably like movies. He has a lot of resources. He has St. Pete's. So grab the movies. And then probably computers. I don't think rockets will be important anymore. Computers could be. And then I even get the multimedia. Doesn't do anything, but I can just grab it still. And now I can defend nicely. I mean, I still can't defend completely. If Silent attacks, I have to spend 1 card. If Kuveva attacks, I have to spend 1 card. And then I don't have a card left. So let's hope that Silent doesn't attack. He sees that I only need 1 defend card, so I don't think he will. I get 16 culture this turn, which is pretty nice. So I go up to 121. So I definitely have the most right now. I don't know how good these impacts will be, but industry and agriculture both are fine. So I have some hope left for this game, even after getting those 2 aggressions from Kuveva and Fizzy. A lot depends now if Silent will play an aggression, which I don't think he will. At least I hope. He also has patriotism. Oh, it looks like I didn't see that, but I still don't think he can go for a war. Even with the patriotism. So Silent tried an aggression, but I could defend. He tried the plunder. And he's trying to get some heavy faces up. Goes, I guess he has the same Pete, so it's okay. Elects Pierre just for the Olympic Games once. And Green also goes for an aggression. I can't defend against that one. 7 culture stolen. Can finish the UN. I guess Kuveva will win this game probably. Ends up at even 2 technologies with Einstein. So it'll go up to 146 right now. Fizzy also tries an aggression, but this one I can defend. Yeah, that was actually quite an interesting decision if I would defend against Silent. As I said, he tried the plunder, but I could defend with a defend card. That of course meant I couldn't defend against Kuveva, who also sacrificed a unit to get that aggression off for sure. So I couldn't defend at all. Yeah, that was a little bit interesting. If I maybe say, okay, I lose this aggression against Silent, but the problem would have been I still would have needed both cards to defend against Kuveva, and then Fizzy could do an aggression. So like this, I was able to defend 2 aggressions, lost 1. If I had not defended against Silent, I could only have defended against Kuveva and not against Fizzy, so I think this was the right decision, so I can defend this. Fizzy will go for happy faces as well, quite a lot of them. Prepares for some things. I mean, he gets a lot of culture, happy faces. He has played 1 or 2 impacts. He didn't play input of population, maybe Wonders, so maybe one of these is his. Wonders was quite okay for him, I guess. When did Wonders show up? Agriculture, population, Wonders. That was pretty good for Fizzy, so I would say that is his one. So he only has 1 in. And he's preparing by... he did go for... yeah, mostly religions, temple, but those give culture a little bit for harmony. Let's see what I want to do. You have to skip politics. I don't have any cards in hand. Can get 1 more population out. And yeah, sadly I can't finish the Empire State. I have 11 resources. I don't have any science, sadly, so I can't go for movies. I mean, I could go for an Air Force. It makes me stronger than Kofefe, but not stronger than Fizzy. Could destroy something and also build a Swordsman. But what I don't really want to destroy anything. That would be good for a bit of strength, of course, and competition. Let's see, do we have information? Competition could be in strength. Okay, strength is out, then this doesn't make sense, yeah. Then I can just go for balance and science. I mean, science is unwinnable, but harmony is 5 here, so yeah, definitely an urban building. I guess there we also have 5. I could destroy a knight. Go for temple and upgrade. And that's good for balance. It's good for science is out. Okay, science is out. So we have balance, we have variety, so that's very good for that. Harmony, culture, I think is pretty good anyway. Government can't impact that. Architecture is good. Agriculture and all of that. I mean, for harmony, you could also build another mine. And for industry, that also works. That's guaranteed points. I can't defend anyway, and I can destroy more of these. It's gonna be good for harmony. It's gonna be quite good. Now I have 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. And also more than 6. So I have pretty good harmony. And maybe just one more temple. Right, then I have 4, 5, 6, 7. Also destroy another swordsman. Then I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think this is gonna be good. I don't need a farm for the agriculture, but of course I can go for it. It's gonna be irrelevant for the balance. And for the balance, I could say I take philosophy instead of the religion, but religion is also good for happiness. And then I can just build a farm, and then I have really, really good harmony. I also produce 17 culture here. So I'm prepared for industry and agriculture quite nicely. Definitely have the best, best of the industry. Agriculture is Kofefe also not looking bad. I mean, at this point, I think it should be easy for me to come in second. Like, I probably can't play for first place because I don't have the best impacts. Against Kofefe especially, he has some pretty good ones. I guess there's also some that could really hurt me, so I shouldn't concentrate maybe on Kofefe, but try to be better than Silent and Fizzy, but I think I can do that. Especially with Harmony, that could definitely be Harmony. Fizzy also prepared for that. So yeah, probably something like this. There can be an aggression from Silent, but the problem is he has to declare the Olympic Games, and then aggression doesn't really do that much for him. So yeah, I spent all of my resources, can't spend the food. I have really good harmony. Competition is still fine with the 3 air forces. Pretty crazy that I've had only the medieval army. And then yeah, a lot of culture production. Some science for the balance. I guess balance could be one big problem. But Silent doesn't really have a much better one. I get that 1 lab up, so I have 3 science production. That's 6 from the input of balance, so that's okay. And that's not as bad as 0 or something. This Kofefe has pretty good balance. Yeah, I think this is all I can do. Progress, is there progress maybe? Progress is out, that's good for us. Variety, I prepared for variety. I can't build anything else. It's not the best variety. Not enough blue technologies, but that's okay. Colonies, yeah, can't do anything about that. Government, also no architecture. I get a little bit of architecture with the lab, but still not the most. I only have 4, 5, 6. That's not that much. Kofefe, for example, has a lot more. Fizzy has a lot more. I guess he only has 5 as well. Silent doesn't have more, so that's okay against those 2. Happiness is good now as well. Technology is probably bad. Culture is good. In technology we have 1, 2, 3, that's okay. Fizzy has 1, 2, 3, 4, and Silent has 1, 2, only 2. He gets 1 more, so he has 3, that's okay. I think this is not looking too bad. So we'll end the turn here. Can't use more civil actions. Produce 17. and we'll end up at 131. I mean, that's not that much less than Kofefe. So depending on the impacts, if there's Harmony, I guess he doesn't have the worst Harmony, he has 5 and everything. So he definitely could have played the Harmony. That's still 8 more for me. Yeah, it's going to be quite interesting with the impacts. I think I should definitely come in second place and maybe have a shot against Kofefe, but there's some impacts that would really hurt me. Silent will declare Olympic Games, goes for satellites, another religion, some food. Okay, also dispense. Yeah, he sees a lot of good things. For my information, can also dispense a lot of stuff. Happiness was in, so that was worth it there. 16 points for Silent and 16 for them. Not changing much. 14, 14 for us on the top. Agriculture 10, 10, 10, and 8. Okay, this could be the final standings. I mean, Silent has only 15 points behind. Colony 6, 6, 6, and 0. Yeah, Fizzy's out, I would say. Industry 6, 9, 4, and 4. There's 2 more. I don't think I can catch up 12 points. If there's Harmony, maybe. Balance. Okay, balance is not good. That probably secures place for Kofefe. And I don't think I will lose 16 points to Silent in the last one. It is Government, not the Harmony. 20, 19, 19, and 23. So these will be the final standings. Kofefe will win this game. 214 to 195 for me. Relatively close. I guess the last aggression that he played was important, but even that would not have done it. One problem was maybe that I couldn't finish the Empire State and get enough points for it. I still think it was the right decision. But yeah, overall, pretty good game. I think I have to be happy with my second place in this. Was looking very dangerous for a while when Kofefe and Fizzy could get those aggressions, and luckily there were no big wars. So yeah, I'll see this as a win. Second place is definitely not bad against a lot of strong players, so I'll take those points. And of course, we're going to take a look at what this means for the current standings. So after this 4-player match, let's take a look at the rankings in Grandmasters. Kofefe on top after winning that 4-player game. He's looking strong, 14 points, 4 completed games. Tamiris 4 completed games and 12 points, and Silent 4 completed and 11 points. Pretty close overall. 4 completed games, all of them. The rest of us have 3 completed games, and I have the most of that. So that's good. Frotes not having a good start, like last season, I think. Last season he also had a pretty rough start. And interestingly, Slick also not too hot. Fizzy also winning 1 4-player and losing 2. I mean, also the 3-player games give less points than the 4-player games. So Fizzy has completed 3 4-players and is at 6 points. I've completed only 1 4-player and I'm at 8 points. So I think that's a good sign from me overall. So yeah, we're again in the middle. But with the next game coming very soon, we have a chance to get a lot of points. If it's a 4-player, I could even get up to 1st place, but that's going to be quite hard, of course. But yeah, overall, standings are not looking bad after 3 games, but everything is still very open. I think it could be hard for Frotes to win this, but I think I said the same thing last time and he got really close. So yeah, Kofefe has a good position right now. And yeah, mine is also not too bad, and the others are not out as well. Only around half the games completed. A lot more to come. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and yeah, hope that you will also join me for the next one that's coming next week. I don't know if that's going to be 4-player or 3-player, but yeah, hope that I see you guys then.